Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things TV. I'm your host, TV Tantrum. And recently with the Arkham series, I've been taking a trip down memory lane, and I've run into a few old TV shows. Among these dusted memories was a special one known as Teen Titans. And as I was flooded with memories as a child, being glued to the screen and stuffing my face full of food, Teen Titans was my shit. It was awesome, and especially how it broadened my view of the DC universe. I never really read comics as a kid, so it was vital for my nerd points that I got the best of the representation of comics. And while I always thought other people would be as lucky as I was to receive the same amount of entertainment, I was completely wrong, because Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic decided to grab all of my childhood memories in this beloved show and just put it through kiddie show garbage, and then proceed to get high and drunk during the production, because that is the only way that anyone would ever think this show should be produced. I literally cannot fathom why anyone besides literal children would ever find this entertaining. And that's the best part, honestly, is that the show was directed towards children. But here's the thing. Children don't care. Do you realize you spent $10 million making this thing, when you know that most kids will never care about anything you put in? Here's the deal. Comic books and superheroes are for kids, and that's okay, because there's nothing wrong with always having a kid in you. So most comics and superhero shows or movies are made with the intent to impress teens to adults, because children only need a fidget spinner to be content, and as long as a kid has seen Batman fight, they're okay. But older audiences need more, which is why Teen Titans was amazing, because it was animated and on TV, so children are already impressed. But we, as the general audience, can relate to all of these characters because that's what the writers wanted us to feel. We can relate when Cyborg doesn't feel he is enough and wants to push past his limits, or when Beast Boy suffers from extreme emotional trauma and covers up with humor, or when Starfire wants nothing more than to fit in and opens up too much, or her counterpart Raven, who also wants to fit in but closes herself off because of anger and fear, or Robin, who is scared of letting down his friends. All of these characters were written to keep a larger audience entertained, because as long as the TV is going, children don't care. And I cannot express that enough. I know this because I was also a child once, and I was in love with the prequels and the Avatar movie. And yes, the blue Avatar movie and the other one when all the black characters were replaced by white characters. But then they created Teen Titans Go! And to see these beloved characters being mocked at is insulting. And if you really want your filler show aimed towards a younger demographic, then there are better ways of doing this. Let's take a quick look at Batman in the LEGO series, which, by the way, is one of my favorite interpretations of Batman. And yeah, I just said that. The reason is because instead of grabbing what makes Batman Batman and throwing it out the window and filling his ass cheeks full of the Powerpuff Girls, the producers instead amplified Batman's characteristics to an extreme level and then poked fun at how serious his character is. In this way, you still get the core of Batman and get your fun without ruining the character. But instead, in Teen Titans Go, we see entire episodes of the team doing nothing but fighting over pizza or singing about a song about waffles, and then grabbing other characters from the original series and also ruining them, taking everything away from them that made them cool, like Red X and Slade. Teen Titans Go also manages to not even get a real message to the kids it's being aimed towards. The most amount of thought they put into any episode is something about friendship, which, by the way, when they're not trying to see who has the biggest butt, which is an actual episode, by the way, that is all they're talking about. And again, it is sad to see this show be treated as a laughingstock, especially because there were great dialogue and writing that went into the original show. And not saying it has to be 100% serious of the time, but it has to have something to grab me. The original Titans show did cover goofy topics, but because the team wasn't riding on the short bus, it was enjoyable to watch. My biggest gripe with this show is that it mocked the original series instead of making jokes in the name of fun. To me, the original show will be among the best, but it has been since overshadowed by this sad excuse for a show. The mocking was excessive, the money put in was excessive, the episodes were dull and awful, the characters weren't even the characters they were meant to portray at all, and the hearts of those who remember the original will forever be hurt. And that is not a light statement. I despise Teen Titans Go with a passion, and nothing will ever change my mind. Teen Titans, the original series, gets a 7 out of 10, while its runner-up gets a 2 out of 10. And the only reason it gets even a single point is because I could make a video out of it. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. And also, by the way, if you like Teen Titans Go, that's personally up to you. I remember the original show, and it really pisses me off to see this amazing art get completely ruined and sidelined by a kid's show. And comic books and superhero shows are already made for kids. It's okay to like kid shit. That's okay. That's okay. We don't need to pretend like this section is made for adults and this section is made for... No. It's made for everybody. Who cares? Kids aren't going to understand dialogue, acting, camera angles. They're not going to understand all of that. Teens and adults are going to understand that stuff. So aim it towards them. Don't have this kiddie show where children aren't going to understand a single thing they're watching. They're just watching it because it's animated. They'll watch anything animated. I know because we were all kids. We would watch anything on TV. That's how kids are. It's not complicated. And again, I love the original show and I absolutely despise this one. Sorry to go on a bit of a tantrum, but I will catch you guys in the next one. So go ahead and leave a like, comment down below, and remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.